Hello. Thank you for joining me today. I think oftentimes in moments of clarity, I think about how I really have very little control over my life. I have very little control over what others do or what others think, or, I'm very little control about how others respond to what I am doing and saying. And so oftentimes I find myself really focusing on what am I doing with my own time. Sometimes, even though I'm hyper-focused on doing the correct thing, displaying the classical virtues and just being intentional and aware, and extremely loving and respectful to people, while simultaneously not, being a pushover and, giving into lies, or not standing up for the weak, or, always doing my best to stand firm on truth and be an agent of justice and be an agent of peace. I try to do all of those things, or whatever. and I come up as a failure. And that is so hard. And oftentimes I'll find myself afraid. I'm afraid of failure. I'm afraid of what others might think. And in those moments, my heart will start to pound and I'll feel anxious. And then I have this deep breath and I realize that it really doesn't matter all that much. Because ultimately truth will prevail and justice will prevail and Jesus will come back. And I am not worried about everything going perfectly. What I'm worried about is what I can do in this moment. And worry is the wrong word. I don't waste time and energy thinking about how I can manipulate the outcome to be what I want it to be when I have absolutely no control over it. I control my part. I control my body and my mind, and I will wrestle myself into submission and let Jesus wrestle the evil in the world. And of course, I will stand up for truth and justice as much as possible, and I will defend the weak and the innocent, and I will be a warrior or a champion for the truth, as is found in God and the Word and love, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, and Jesus Christ and Him crucified and the Holy Spirit. And so in these moments when I'm feeling very overwhelmed or I'm feeling fearful and I look to God, my natural response is one of reverence and one of feeling absolute peace, because I know He's in control. I know He's going to work it out for His kingdom. I know that no matter what, I am going to stand before Him with my hands open and say, you know what, I'm flawed. I'm sorry, but I did my best with what I had. And I just trust that He's going to make up for the rest of it. So I'm not perfect at all. I'm chief among sinners. But He makes up for me, and I'm so grateful to Him. And I hope that you find this as an encouragement. And when you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling fearful, you're feeling concerned about what others may think, ask yourself, are you condemning yourself in your own mind? Do you believe that your actions are upright and pure and correct? Are you acting in love? Are you putting down self-righteousness? Are you knowing that others are just as important as you are? And it's a very complicated thing, but at the same time, it's very simple. And so again, as I've said many times, we have to think about what we're doing. We have to think about the motivation for why we're doing it. And we cannot be ruled by fear and anxiety. We have to let go of fear and anxiety and let the peace of the Creator and the knowledge of His truth and His power fill us up so that we are prepared to be gracious and to be kind and to be sensitive and tactful and loving, yes, but also stand up firmly against the evil in this world and protect those who are so vulnerable and to speak up for those who do not have a voice, and especially protect our children and our families. Wives, should be supporting their husbands and being respectful, and husbands should be loving leaders who protect and provide. And so, God bless you. I hope you have a great day, and I hope this was encouraging. Bye.